Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Sorry if you saw the other video. I messed up a little bit trying to set it up. My stand is at the store. So, good morning, good morning. Let's do our coffee today. Hope you guys are feeling good. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, honey. Hi, Bronny. Oh, this is good. All right, there we go. Everybody's showing up. Here we go. Hi, Carrie. There's Lori. Good morning, Lori. Good morning. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. So, perfect. Oh, there we go. Hey, Catherine. There we go. Uh-oh. Hurry up. Catherine's like, get to the good stuff. No, good morning, everybody. There we go. Oh, hey, Annabelle, welcome. Nice to have you here this morning. So, today's Coffee with Colby was inspired with just one of the mentorship programs yesterday that I was talking to a student, and, it kind of hit me, so many times we are saying we have to surrender. You know what I mean? Oh, I just need to surrender, or it's time to surrender. As if surrendering is a one-stop shop, right? You surrender and you're done. You don't have to ever worry about it again, right? I've done it. I've reached my destination. But the thing about surrendering is it's a constant progress. It's constant. There is no... There you are, Renee. Hello. It's not like, oh, I've surrendered and I'm done. Like, as long as you keep pushing yourself, as long as you keep growing and challenging, there will always be surrender. Surrender's always going to be there because there'll be a new level of it. There'll be a new step in it. Now, you may become more comfortable with it, but honestly, so when you say, oh, I need to surrender, just kind of keep in mind, surrendering isn't just, oh, let me do it and I'm free from it. I wish it was. I think it'd be so much easier, wouldn't it? It'd be a lot easier to live. But as long as we each keep surrendering each step of the way, it will get easier and easier to just kind of be accepting and kind of going with the flow. And where does our team want to take us? Where does Spirit want to take us? So our team, I mean our guides, angels, all that good, fun, woo-woo stuff. But, we are guided, and we're guided by our higher self, divine self, universal self, and spirit, guides, angel, all of that. I mean, again, because there's that energy of the universe. So we are guided, but each step we have choices to make. So through each decision, we decide as well. And a lot of times we decide from a place of ego, not necessarily a place of spirit. Thank you for sharing, Tracy. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Carrie, that your spirit's got your back. But we can't put all the pressure on our team. We have to take some responsibility as well. So when you are faced with surrendering, okay? Good morning, Jeffrey. Good morning. Can't wait to see you in Lilydale. So when we're faced with surrendering, I don't want you to say, oh, I didn't pass, I didn't surrender. It's like, of course you are. Each step you take, each time you're letting go a little bit and trusting something other than your ego self, you're surrendering. Now, I don't want to bash the ego or the ego self, because a lot of times people will say there's no place for ego, ego doesn't belong, but ego is a part of us. We can't dismiss a part of us. We must accept all of us to truly be spiritual, don't you think? Otherwise, aren't we just judging a part of our own selves or judging a part of someone else? So, and our ego in some ways is a protective shell, and our ego in some ways it makes us look at where our triggers are. It is such a teacher in so many ways that when we really look at our ego, our big ego and our little ego, they teach us so much that I'm not one to just go ahead and bash it and say, oh, it's ego. So real quick, just for any of you, when you have that little ego, that's your worry and your insecurity. And are you good enough? And are you as good as someone else? When you start comparing yourself, or are you worthy of love? And all this stuff. And it usually is not very positive. It's usually our lowest self-esteemed self coming through. And the big ego is really when we just think we're better than others, or we think we're the best thing since sliced bread, or whatever it is, like we don't have anything to learn, whatever it is. That is more that big ego, all right? So, but they have a place in our lives. They do. They really do. I believe that they do. That little ego forces us to look at it and then to find ways to love ourselves more. It shows us where our insecurities are, where our pitfalls are, and allows and teaches us to say, you're beautiful, or you're loving, or of course you're worth it, and it allows us to find ways that we reach our own potential of that self-love. Okay, and the big ego teaches us because we're finding ways in which we can be vulnerable. We're finding ways in which we can be more accepting of others. So, it's all part of us, and I don't think one goes away forever. I think we can maintain things, we can work on things, we can grow as people and as humans and as beings and as light workers and as energy makers and shakers. We can. But I don't think it's fair to say this part we have to completely close out. So with that being said, it's the same thing as surrendering. So when you're going through something, each situation you're going through, each circumstance that you're going through, it's finding ways to surrender. You're not just going to be able to surrender to everything at every moment in every instance. Because there's challenges we face, whether we intend for them to be there or not, because they teach us, or because our human self comes out, for goodness sakes. You're human. You're human. You're allowed to feel anxiety. You're allowed to feel worried. You're allowed to feel some doubt. But it is not sitting in it for an extensive period of time. It is finding a way to pull through it, to lift above it, to surrender through that situation or circumstance or relationship or whatever it is. A lot of times when we are trying to control something, that's when we would need to surrender most and just be trusting and loving through the circumstance. It's very hard. A lot of times, how many times do you want to fix something that you just can't fix? I mean, no matter what, you really want to, but you can't. And whether that's a relationship, or a lot of times those things, or be an obstacle in your own life, right? But find ways in yourself to say, how can I trust more in this situation? How can I trust my team more, or my angels more, or my loved ones more, or myself more? How can I find ways to be comfortable and to feel safe in where I am? Even if where you are doesn't feel very good, can you find a way to feel safe in it and trusting that it's working out for your highest good? So things like that. And so I just wanted to share that because I think, again, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. We need to surrender. We need to surrender. I just need to surrender. It's like, well, maybe the timing isn't right for you to take action on something. Maybe it isn't about surrendering. Maybe it's just you not being able to take action towards something at a particular moment. Maybe that's your divine timing stepping in to slow something down because there's something else that you need to accomplish or learn or grasp, or it's about somebody else coming into your life and you're helping them, whatever the case may be. So, and so that's it. That's what I kind of wanted to share, because I know a lot of us beat ourselves up with it. A lot of us say, well, if I could just do this and if I could just do that. Well, either start doing it or start trusting why it's not happening. So don't create excuses, right? We don't want to go around creating excuses, but we also don't want to go around beating ourselves up. We just do it too much. I think we do it too much. Or some people just go around thinking they're everything and they don't need to learn anything. And of course we do. Of course we do. We are all here. We're not all at any particular level. Come over and kick my butt into gear. I love it, Sean. I love it. I love that. So, you know, I just want you to kind of take a reflection and to say to yourself, how am I talking to myself? How am I surrendering? Like, look at your life now and then just go back 6 months or a year. Have you made progression in your surrendering process? I'm sure you have. And are you stuck somewhere? I'm sure you are. Somewhere. You know? So figure out where you are and what's happening. Oh, thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you, babe. Figure out what's happening and where you are in the process. Give yourself a little love. Give yourself a little patience, a little kindness, and then say, all right, I'm ready for the next part. It's like hiking, right? You can't hike a 20-mile trail in one moment, all right? It takes mile by mile. That's why there's mile markers, so you know where you are on the trail. It's the same thing with your trail of life. Where are your mile markers? You know, where is your next step, your next level? And some are going to be easier than others. It's okay. Some are going to be shorter than others. It's okay. All right? So there you have it. That's our little inspirational talk today. So tonight, you guys, fun. Doing the special investigation episode on Live with Colby Psychic Rebel, 5 p.m. Pacific time. You watch it live right here. All right? There you go. You watch it live right here. I have the amazing and incredible, my good friend, gorgeous, just had a birthday, intuitive, Jennifer Schaefer. She's the co-host tonight. And actually what we're going to talk about is numbers. Not just numerology, but numbers of how their meanings and messages and spirit. And are you seeing numbers? Are you seeing repeating numbers? Are they messages from loved ones for you? Are they from your guides? Are they from your angels? What do the different numbers mean? Oh my goodness, there's so much. You're getting me too excited. Stop. Okay. So what you can do is you can call in. I'll give you guys the number first. 323-992-3115. You know, just a few people get through. We take them random and give it a go. Give us a number. Give us something and we'll see if we can give a little reading. So awesome. Yeah, 111142, Dory. I've got 444 recently. I looked up 1792, which is the number of my new business space. I thought I was gonna like pass out when I saw the message from that. So I'll share it tonight. So anyhow, you fabulous beings, you. Thank you, Becky. You fabulous beings, okay? You are fabulous. Now, throughout the day, if your boss gives you crap, you just stop and you say, you know what? Colby said I'm fabulous, all right? There you go. If a customer gives you some trouble, you just smile. And you say, oh my goodness, have a wonderful day. Colby says you're fabulous. Let's just start brightening it up. Let's start brightening up, all right? Let's do this. Let's shed and share our light and do what we need to do. I'll see some of you at 5 p.m. For the others who can't make it, I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Bye, everybody.